Right, welcome back to another Blackmajik tutorial, guys. So a lot of people have been messaging me and they've been asking, exactly how do I get started in the binary options game? How do I start trading, not just Forex, but options as well? And also, what's the best place? What's the best broker? Well, I'm not going to tell you that there is a best broker. I'm not going to tell you that there is a best place, but what I'm going to tell you is there are multiple places and there's so many choices. It all comes down to you doing your due diligence and you finding or partnering with a platform that best suits your financial needs. Now, before I go any further, I want to first reiterate to anybody that's just looking and watching this tutorial, watching this video, who might be an enthusiast of trading, who might be an enthusiast of online investing. Guys, always remember that this is a space where you're looking to make money, but my advice is always going to be do not risk money that you have to crucially use to pay the rent, to buy food, or get transportation, or gas, or anything like that. If you're making a substantial amount of income monthly, the aim is to take, 10, 15% of that, use proper risk management and invest in yourself, invest in education, find a way to turn that money until you can do something with it. But don't take your rent money, don't take your everyday living expense and put that into the market because trading with emotions is going to cause you to do a lot of bad things. So that being said, I want to walk you guys through understanding pocket options. A lot of people in our mentorship and a lot of people who've, been on our live trading calls, who have been on my weekly sessions, my nightly trading sessions, they're always asking like, how do I use this platform or is there anything that I need to do? So I wanted to make this video, a very short video, but one where I can explain to you guys just everything that you'll need. Pocket options is a great place to start if you're just coming into the trading space, if you're just coming into the high frequency Forex space, if you're just coming into trading binary options, and you can start with a minimum investment of $50. There are multiple ways to get started, of course. But if let's say you don't have a lot of capital, you can't find $500 to get started, then this is one of the places that I personally recommend, and this is my personal recommendation. By no means this video is being sponsored by Pocket Options or anybody else. This tutorial will serve as a primer to other platforms and other reviews that I will be doing in the future, and just to help out you guys who continuously support this content and who might already be my mentorship or might already be one of my trade calls that I do weekly. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get right into it, and I'm gonna see you on the other side. All right, all right, all right. So we are in on the other side. And so, guys, I'm going to explain to you exactly what it is. What are some of the key things that you should know about this platform and using it efficiently? There are other options that you might see out there, IQ Send, IQ options, um, expert options. They do a lot of advertisement or advertising on YouTube and other platforms, of course, but just basically stylistically, based off simplicity of the platform and how they arrange the key items that you're going to use in live trading, I prefer pocket options layout. And I'm going to get right into why I prefer their layout. But before I go there, I'm just going to explain everything. So I'm going to explain to you just exactly what it is that you're looking for. So stylistically, we're looking at a traditional line chart. It's used in binary options ever since its inception. The line chart is pretty easy to track, and it's pretty easy to see everything that's going on. However, with options trading, you're simply taking a position, whether the market's going up or whether the market's going down, and it's whether the price is going to be above your execution price, which is here on the right, or whether it's going to be below it. If it's above it, you're going to make a profit because you're buying. If it's below it, you're going to make a profit because you're selling. And so, while I'm not going to explain to you all of the primers and the premise behind what you do in HFX trading, for that you're going to have to watch another one of my other videos explaining that. This video is simply going to explain to you the inner workings of how to use pocket options, right? Assuming that you've already garnered some knowledge or some information on what binary options trading is and what high frequency Forex trading is. So with that being said, I'm going to direct your attention to the quick selection panel where we can see our pairs or currency pairs that we have access in trading. With pocket options, you have a number of different asset classes, a number of different industries that you can tap into, regular currencies, your cryptocurrencies, commodities and metals, stocks and indices, of course. However, for this video, typically because we're using currency trading, I'm gonna expound a little bit more on that. So here we have AUD. This is a crossover between this is just Australian dollar, pretty much Australian dollar and the US dollar, Australian dollar, right? There's a crossfade between the euro and the pound. There's a euro. There's a cross between the pound and the Australian. All of these are pretty much listed, and they'll give you a number of different pairs that you can get access to. Currently, because of market conditions, markets are currently closed, seeing that it's a weekend, you're going to see OTC, which is over-the-counter pairs. However, during the week, you're going to get a lot more options because those are live market conditions. These are just synthesized conditions that's being offered by the broker over the counter, just so you can facilitate trading 24/7 on their behalf. So 92% payout, with this pair. If let's say you get into the Australian dollar and you want to take a trade, whatever money you put in, you're going to get 92% payout profit on top of that money that you put in. So let's say you put in $10 in a position. If you win that trade because you've put up $10, not only will you get back $10, but you will also gain $9.20 in profit. So you are going to get a payout of $19.20. And that is what it means. And that's why I love options trading, because not only are you're able to exactly know how much you're going to make after a specific amount of time investing in this, whether it's 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 60 seconds. Um, there's no guesswork. Like, you know exactly that you're going to get out in 3 minutes, and you know exactly that you're going to get 92% payout off that pair before you even get in there. So typically for me, I would not advise anybody that's investing in options trading to pretty much invest anything below 70%. 70% is the mark. Because you understand, guys, it's very simple. You're in this to make a profit. Why would you try to invest or trade on a pair that's paying you 40% payout, right? You put in your money and in the let's say on the upside you win that trade, you want to make you 40%. But on the downside, you lose that trade and you're constantly trading to gain 40%. Do you now see the amount of work that you're gonna have to put in to really make a profit at the end of the day? It's not worth it. So my recommendation to my students and to anybody who follows my content is always going to be 70% payout or higher, because that's where you're really starting to see yourself gaining in these markets, right? Gaining for the work that you're put in. You don't want to be here just clicking away on the charts all day long. You want to be able to make a profit and compound that profit over time. Now, I'm going to go into compounding in another video and how you can put this all together. But first, we have to understand the platform that we're using. So, a lot of these pairs are 92%, 92%, right? Because you're OTC, there's 82%. On any given day, you're going to see from 40%, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, go all the way up, right? You're going to see multiple ranges, multiple pairs. And of course, these percentages change at different periods of time, at different time of day. So it's always key for you to really just decide, like I'm mentioning, on how much you want to make. And you're typically staying above 70% for this, all right? So we're gonna get out of that. Now, as far as determining how long you want to be in that trade, I'm gonna be pointing your direction over here to the timer quick select panel, which you can see is M5, right here. So what you're gonna realize with pocket options is they typically give you a a range of different time frames that you can actually get access to, whether it's 1 minute, which is M1, M2, which is 2 minute, M3, which is 3 minute, M5, which is 5 minutes, so on and so forth. If you would like to have fixed time selected, whereas, it's not rolling based off the quadrants that they're selecting, but your time is actually exactly 3 minutes after you've clicked buy or you've clicked sell, then this is a fixed time selection panel. And the fixed time button is pretty much right here, this checkered flag. So if you want to change that, you can always toggle it back and forth and you'll always be good. There's also, where you can place the amount of investment that you want to go in with. So it's $500. Right here, you're seeing this pair is paying out 92%. If I were to place a position size of $500 on this trade, it's telling me already that my estimated profit or my estimated profit on this pair is going to be $460 back on this. So my payout would be $960 if I won that trade. Whether it's a buy or a sell, it's 92%, same way going up, and it's the same percentage payout going down. It does not matter. So options trading is really easy. It's real fun. There are multiple ways of doing it. This is the easiest way of representation of live market conditions or market conditions by looking at a live chart. If you'd like to change that, there is a chart button right here. You can select between candlesticks, right? And you're gonna be able to see it right here that it stylistically change represent what the candlesticks actually look for within this particular time frame, which is M1, and then M2, it's going to be a little bit different, of course, M3, M4, M5, M10, which is 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day. So it's pretty different. You can stay here and you can select how long you want to do this for, how long you want to place a position for. If you want it to be for 5 minutes, if you want to have a position for 3 minutes, if you want to have a position for 4 hours, if you want to have a position for 1 day, right? Let's say at work, a typical person works an 8-hour shift at work and you would like to make some money while at work. Well, depending on the chart that you're on, you can select it to suit your time frame. Let's say you're in a 15-minute break, you have a quick bite, you like to have some, make some money in between. You can also select that. As far as strategies and changing it to complement your life and the schedule that you're on, I'm not going to go into that here. That's different. That's in my private mentorship. I may do a video on that, on how you can, select the right time frame for your life and everything. But like I mentioned before, I just want to focus on the using of the inner workings of pocket options. Heikenaishi smooths out the movement that's happening within the regular candlesticks. With the regular candlesticks, there's a lot of intervals going up and down, right? In any given direction, both direction, up and down. However, with Heikenaishi is a waveform that smooths out the movement and gives you a better view of, of a trending market. So let's say this red period right here, this red drop, this is showing you a smoothened out version of only selling conditions. Smoothened version of only selling conditions. This is smoothened version of only buying conditions. And so you'll be able to see more consistently the trend in which a market is going. So that's what's Heiken Aishi. But you can always switch back between line, you can switch between bars, you can switch between anything. So right here, if you're on a pair and you want to add it to your quick select tool, you can add it by clicking the favorite button. And right here is going to add it to our quick select panel, but also our favorite section. So you can always switch between these pairs and you're able to see their conditions pretty easy by the click of a button, right? 1, 2, 3, you're clicking right through. So the opportunities are always there. Let's say you're on a call with me, you're always going to pretty much hear me call 3 pairs at a time or maybe more. Wherever the opportunity is, if you're on a live trading session, I will be saying, okay, we're going to be doing, CJ, we're going to be taking sells at, 400 or 420 or higher. That just simply means that once market conditions get to a particular exchange price, right here, we're focusing on the last 3 digits, 400, right? If I say 420 or higher, then market would have to be up here before we're selling it back down again. This is just a typical strategy. But I might say, okay, we have CJ at that level, we have EJ at this level, we're buying EJ at 110 or lower. Then you're getting multiple signals. multiple ideas, multiple positions at different times. This is simply how you interpret it. If you're a part of a signal group, if you're a part of a mentorship group, and you typically hear someone give you that rendition, that's simply what they're saying. They're simply always focusing on the last 3 digits of the exchange price right here, right? So we are at 421. That's the last 3 digits. So they're typically going to say that we're looking at GBP AUD right now, or AKA GA. We're going to be selling GA at 421 or higher. This simply means that this dot down here needs to be at 420 or higher before we're going to sell it back down, right? It's coming to 420, but we need it to be at 421 or higher before we're going to sell it. It's typically done the same way. It doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter whose mentorship you're a part of, doesn't matter what program you are, it doesn't matter, you know, what system or strategy you're using. It's pretty much all the same. So it needs to be at that price, and that's simply what it means. This is simply how you are able to follow it and interpret it. Do not feel overwhelmed if you just start and you're calling all these fast, trades and everything. It's gonna get easier the more you do it. So this is simply what it means. Right now would be great, right? Because it's above 421, right? So now we're at 421 or higher. It's above it. The conditions are great. I would pretty much be looking to sell it right now, right? And that's how you do that. So yeah, pretty much I'm going to move on from that point. Let's say you're multiple screens, and you know that on this particular call that you might be a part of, they're calling multiple trades. Let's say they're focusing on 2 different pairs, and you're like, I don't want to miss an opportunity. How am I going to take advantage of that? Well, you can actually switch between pairs, and you can actually switch between screens. This is by clicking this button right beside the pocket options button. It gives you multiple panels where you can see 2 charts, 3 charts at a time, and you have different collage selections. So typically, let's say you're a part of a call, or maybe your strategy that you're using, and you have multiple monitors or whatever, and you want to pretty much look at a level, and you're seeing an opportunity coming up on both pairs, and you don't want to miss a beat, you can flip between 2 panels at the same time, and you can just simply say, all right, now I can see both conditions. I can see both the prices at the same time. Now I don't have to worry about missing a beat, because I can flip between 1 and 2. It's quick and easy. Bam, bam, right? It makes it easy. Personally, for me, I do this a lot. Sometimes I just flip back and I keep my quick selection panel right here with my favorite pairs, and I just get right to work at it. It doesn't matter, right? Because I have multiple screens. However, for you guys, I believe that that might be something that you can embark on, something you can undertake, and it could be very useful for you. So, once you have a trade that is actually active and going, you're going to see it pop up here in our open trades section. So you're going to be able to see that same trade, whether you're in profit or not, and it's going to say, it's going to show your payout if you're winning. So, that's pretty much what that is. There are other internal stuff that they offer, like signals, and they offer social trading. By my personal recommendation, you don't have to use those. If you're using your own strategy, my recommendation is always going to be investing in yourself, invest in your education. Don't always rely on systems, and don't always rely on technology, because they do fail you. But you're never going to fail yourself, pretty much. So guys, always invest in yourself. Let's say you want to get started, you want to add some money to your account. There's a deposit section right here. There are multiple ways to deposit money into this platform. You can go by depositing via Bitcoin. You can go via depositing any other stable coin or in other cryptocurrencies. And they also do accept Visa and MasterCard selection. Yeah, with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap this call up. I'm going to, if you want to find out how you can take the knowledge of using this platform along with a compound strategy, and in taking, let's say, a simple, $50 or simple $100 to 13,000 or somewhere like that, then I would recommend you guys to actually tune in to my second video, where I'm going to be going over a compound plan, and I'm going to be showing you how you can simply compound an account using pocket options or any other broker. And you will also be able to see that there, you'll be able to see how much money you're going to be able to make after a specific amount of time, 90 days, investing $100 and being compound interest of 8%. I'm going to explain to you how you can take these trades and how you can get to this all by yourself. If you want to find other information about trading, about getting started trading, whether regular currency, regular Forex, or HFX or cryptocurrency, guys, by all means, you can check out the link in my description. You can check out my Patreon, it's in my description, and we will be able to go over simple strategies. You'll be able to see maybe other videos of value, or if you already know exactly what you want and you've been struggling and you just want some help, check my website below. It's blackmajik.com. You can schedule a call and we can go through, specifically going over and covering what is it that you've been struggling with, where it is you're at in your trading, and how is it that I can help you to get to the next level. Guys, thank you again for tuning into another video. I hope to see you soon, and with that, smash the subscribe button for more related content like this. Press like for it helps the algorithm, it helps this video get out and helping more people. You can turn on the notification bell, and if there's anything that you'd like to contribute and if there's anything you'd like to say, just interact with me in the comments below. I would definitely appreciate that, guys. Thank you.